It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudnick. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of all-pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Jackson now. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there, yeah. And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tershawn Wharton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Able to find Gray here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
To throw is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Here's 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First carry now for Justice Hill, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A dump off now to Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And all the way in from Kansas City. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
people worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown, 54 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. Touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. Fights through him. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Aguilar in motion left. Jackson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're going to speed things up here. Jackson rolling to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return, Hardy. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, but the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Jackson. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 4th down, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They go play action. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
At the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. We're back now in KC. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz, dropping the quarterback. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Jackson now. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Aguilar in motion left. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Keeps himself upright. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense... The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Hardy set to return. Fighting his way through contact. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Henry forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 12. 1:40 remaining.
Mahomes.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes will throw.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Under pressure, they got him again.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing